Hey everybody, Kairon here, and welcome back to another episode of Factorio. Where we left off last time, we were defending ourselves from these little guys. These lovely little creatures here. They look a little bit like an armadillo. They destroyed our turrets, and we've got 4 more turrets in place with armor-piercing rounds. So they should be able to chew through them with no problem at all. I'm actually going to steal one of these, I think. We don't need 4 for right now. We can always replace it later. I just want to make sure that we're defended up as much as possible down here. So, need to grab some steel. We'll just max produce that. Put in some here, and I want to put some turrets down here as well. We had them attacking down here, so I don't know if they're coming up, which way they're coming from, but I definitely don't want to lose this. So we'll get that in place. Let's steal some iron while we're down here. Alright. Perfect. It looks like they just attacked us as well. Alright, so we'll fill you up with armor piercing. And there we go. So we should be pretty well defended now. I'm not too worried about the stuff that we have down here. It's pretty easily replaceable. So. What do we have to do next? Alright, so let's pick our research. So the thing that I really want to do is we want to get plastics in place, because plastics are going to be required for pretty much everything we make going forward. The problem with plastics is you need petroleum gas, which is the 2 black dots with the white dots, which is fine, but with your refinery, it creates 3 different products. It creates the petroleum gas, the orange heavy oil, and then the yellow light oil. If you don't use the heavy oil and the light oil, it completely stops production of the petroleum gas. It has to produce all 3 or nothing. Problem is we don't have anything that we can use the heavy oil or the light oil for yet. So one thing that you can do is something that I already prepared for. We did fluid handling already. You can barrel it up in a storage tank and just use it later, but that fills up and then you have to do something with it. So your option is to make solid fuel out of it, but then you just get chest after chest after chest of this useless solid fuel. So one thing that you can do is you can get your refining here to break down your heavy oil into light oil and then break down your light oil into the petroleum that we really need. So that is what we're going to do. So we're going to research this. And that should, actually we can't research that because we need blue bottles. So to get blue bottles, we need battery, because the battery requires sulfuric acid and the advanced circuit requires plastic. So we need plastic to get the battery, and we need the battery to be able to better refine our petroleum to make plastic. So it's all pretty cyclical. You essentially just need all of the research that's ever existed to do anything. So right here it's kind of going to slow down. We have to research this. There's no way around it. To do that, we need sulfur processing, which we don't have, and that requires 100 bottles. So, unfortunately, that's going to take a while. Alright, so while that's working, we do have 6 labs that are fully stocked, so I'm not too concerned about it, but it is going to take a finite amount of time. And our iron plate production is still not all that fantastic, unfortunately. But we can start getting some stuff in place nonetheless. So we need a pump jack, we need an oil refinery, and we need a bunch of chemical plants. So what do we need total? We need steel, and we need steel. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, so what I think we're going to do is we're going to make a steel furnace. You can see the crafting speed goes from 1 to 2 with the steel furnace. Do I want to do that? I actually don't want to do that. I just want to put in some regular plain old furnaces. So I just don't want to waste steel. And we have plenty of resources. We can put in some more stone furnaces. So let's get that in place. Well, we should probably do some steel furnaces so that we can increase our iron plate production. Well, let me do that. We'll at least get some more iron on the assembly line. And I need some more inserters. Let's see, we need some of these and a couple of those. Alright. Inserter. And do we not have any crates? We don't have any crates. Do one of you. We'll do the long inserter there. And then we need a power pole. Oops. Oh! It's a good thing we put that turret down there. Otherwise those guys would be getting the wreck sauce. What kind of ammo do I have in here? Armor piercing. We'll load that up just a little bit more since it's on its own. We don't want to let it get out of ammo. That would definitely be bad. Alright. How we doing over here? More steel plates. So let's craft a couple steel furnaces. And we'll start replacing these guys. So we'll do that. So the steel furnaces will produce our iron plates twice as fast without taking up any more real estate. So hopefully that'll keep us going for a little bit longer until we can get our electric furnaces. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. These inserters are going pretty fast to keep up, so we'll let them do their thing. What are we doing down here? Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Do I want to put in another? I think I want to put in another. Yep, we'll put in another. The reason being, the more furnaces we have here, the more steel we create. The more steel we create, the more steel furnaces, the more we can double our output of plates, etc., etc. So, at the end of the day, that's what we need to do. Alright, so we'll do that. Turn you up. And there we go. Another steel furnace. We'll probably just replace all of these with steel furnaces just because they're necessary at this point. We just need an absurd amount of iron plates. Alright, so we'll hop down here. We'll grab this supply so that we have some in our crafting inventory. You're doing pretty good yet. Alright, one other thing I wanted to get as well is a radar. So, radar's pretty cool. I don't don't know exactly why I had that there. I can just put them down in these chests, so I must have had that there before, or for some particular reason. Alright, so the radar is pretty cool. It will scan the surrounding area and start unlocking some of these chunks that we haven't explored yet. So you can see the sector scanning process and how it's going. And every time it'll unlock one of these chunks and go out further and further and further. So we can see where the hives are. Pretty important. What are we doing here? 8, 9, 8. Alright, we're good yet. So if you see, this is where the enemies have been coming in. So they haven't even made it anywhere near where our turrets are because of the armor-piercing ammo. So definitely worth the upgrade. It takes steel, unfortunately, which is another reason that we want to increase our steel production. Alright, what can we do here? Can we make more? We can make more. Alright, swap these two out. Alright, so we have sulfur, and now we can do our advanced oil processing, I think is the one that we know. It was battery that we were waiting for, because we need to do the blue science packs. So, this one's only 50, so this one should be pretty quick. And it's 25 seconds per pack, so this one is quite rapid. Should have this done in just 2 minutes. Alright. Grab some more steel. And I don't think we created any chemical plants yet, right? I don't see any. So we'll do a couple of chemical plants. And then we just need to wait for more steel to come in. And does look like our iron plate production is keeping up. So, big change. All we did was replace these with better furnaces, and look at all this. These iron plates we got here. Good stuff. So yeah. So you see it's starting to kind of drift out over the water, which I wish it would do some of the land area first, but beggars can't be choosers. Whoa! Oh! Oh! Whoa! 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 Where did you guys come from? Alright. So, putting a turret there. That's unfortunate. So we're getting these critters from 3 different directions, which is not the greatest. It just means we have to put up a lot more walls and things like that. Alrighty then. Yep, still exploring over the water. Hopefully, once it hits here, I'm hoping that it starts going down here and filling in the corners here. So that would be nice. Alright. What were we doing? I got attacked a little bit. Steel. That's right. So we can do our oil refinery now. And probably need a couple more turrets. So let me make 2 more turrets. And the last piece that we need is our pump jack. Oh, and we need some pipes as well. So let's, where are pipes? So we'll do a bunch. And like I said, we're going to use these oil fields down here. We do already have an electric mining drill, which is good. And there's 3 oil deposits right in rapid succession there, which is good. Alright, so now that we have our blue science packs that we can create, I'm trying to think of what else we need. I think that's pretty much all. Let's see, allows nothing good. Tool belt would be nice, but it's not really necessary at the moment. Yeah, we'll do advanced oil processing. We can't actually make these until we get plastic yet. So let's do turret gun upgrade. So we need plastics, is basically what I'm getting at, before we can do any of the blue packs. So, alright. We'll put you there. We'll get you hooked up with some good old-fashioned electricity. Except we need more power poles. And I need more wood. Oh, man. It's going to take a while. So let's go down and we'll collect some more wood, because we are out. I don't think I'll collect too much. I might just spend a little bit of time between episodes just collecting some wood. This part's kind of boring. But alright. That'll do for now. We'll get a few power poles in production so that we have them on hand. And there we go. So, can we produce the pump jack? Yeah, I think we can. We do have, or we should have, our chemical plants and our refinery. So that's all good. And we'll make a pump jack. And a second pump jack. Man, these things take a lot of materials. Alright, we might as well put our turret down. We don't have any piercing ammo. Can we make any? We don't have any steel on us. So I'll just put in some regular plain old ammo. Alright, so we have our pump jack. I want to... Okay. So they got those taken care of. Don't like the fact that they're attacking so often, though. We'll need to see what I can do about finding those hives. But that'll be for a later episode. For now, we've got enough materials. We'll just put up some walls while we can. Alright. So, we've got some oil production in place. Where are my pipes? I thought I did the pipe to ground first, because the pipe to ground requires pipes to make. So you want to do the pipe to ground, or queue up the pipe to ground, it'll create everything, and then you want to do your pipes so that it doesn't use what's in your inventory to make them, but must have been mistaken. So these, you have to make sure that you connect the pipe to where the pipe fitting is. And then these connect up automatically. You don't have to do anything fancy with them, like turn them or anything. So we'll take the oil that these produce. We'll get a... probably use our medium lines just so that we can just save some time here. So they'll start producing. And then we need our oil refinery. If you notice, it has 2 incoming pipes and 3 outgoing pipes. You want to make sure that the incoming pipes point towards your oil derricks or your pump jacks. So what we can do is get this in place. I want to make one more pump jack if I can. Might as well use all three of these resources. Alright. So, what we want to do is basic oil processing. So like I said, it creates 4 petroleum, 3 heavy oil, and 3 light oil. And then if you don't use all of these materials, they'll stack up in these buffers. So if you don't use the 2 oils, it will never, ever, ever create more petroleum for you. So let's get that hooked up there. Let's head back home. Check on our turret real quick. Just make sure it's surviving. It's doing pretty good. It only damaged it a little bit. Didn't even take off one little cell of health. We'll stock up on steel, make a pump jack, and we're good to go. Alright, so this one is maxed out. It can hold 2 crafts worth of resources. Wait for, we'll not wait for the pump jack. It's taking forever. Alright, so you want a little bit of space for this because you want some room where you can tap into these pipes if you need to. One of the mistakes I made was I put all of my buildings kind of tight up against each other, and then it was impossible to, if I wanted to add more buildings, to kind of tap off of those pipes. So you want to give yourself a little bit of room. You know, it doesn't have to be too incredibly much, but just enough where you're going to be comfortable, where you can kind of build off. Alright. So this one, we're going to be making plastics. Very important. Petroleum gas and coal. So this is where this coal deposit comes in. And we're going to need some more conveyors. Alright. And then we're going to need a inserter, which we don't have any of, because why would we? Seem to always run out of inserters. And I made it too far away. Fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. There we go. So, now what this is going to do is it's going to use coal and petroleum, and it's going to make plastic. Now, since plastic is a solid material, we can actually pull it out with an inserter. So we'll do a chest, an inserter, and there we go. So, we have some plastic made. That's all fine and dandy, but our production here is stopped because we're not using these. So our only option right now is we could use the chemical plant to make solid fuel, which is not really used for anything. And we can make lubricant, but then you have to store lubricant. So, yeah. What we're going to do, I don't think we haven't done this yet, right? Yeah, we need the blue science packs. So I'm going to create 2 storage tanks. These are only going to be temporary solutions. We'll probably either need to use more storage tanks, or we'll need to do another option like creating solid fuel. But for now, we'll just use the storage tanks. And again, you need to make sure that you put them in the inlet tubes. You can't just put them anywhere. And I'm stuck. All right. All right, so we'll go here. And there we go. So now this is starting to produce again because we have these storage tanks. They're going to fill up fairly quickly. It's not going to be like immediate, but it's going to be soon. So we have to really get a move on. Alright, so let's start producing some armor-piercing ammo for these, because I think these are armor-piercing, but these are too. Good. So let's refill them at least. Alright. And then while we're at it, we can make some more steel furnaces. I don't know if armor piercing will get rid of that faster. Yeah, it's kind of a waste. We'll use our regular ammo. You know what? I think we have a better gun too. Yeah, we'll do the submachine gun. Get rid of our pistol. Yeah, I think we need another turret down here as well. We could put a turret like right here to cover both of those, just for the overflow. So many things to do. Alright. Just gonna store that for now. And then we'll, yeah, I guess we'll have to create some armor piercing for ourselves. So let's do that. And destroy this rock. Let's get it out of here. And then we can swap out for the armor piercing, and then we're gonna be able to protect ourselves a little bit more. Alright. So we'll start putting in these steel furnaces all over the place. Every time we do, all we're doing is increasing our steel production, make more steel furnaces. Alright. So we can go back to our plastic production here, just make sure everything is operating normally. Oops, need to do plastic. There we go. I forgot I reset the recipe when I was showing everybody what was going on, so... Man, we're getting attacked from all angles. We are heavily surrounded. Remember last episode when I said that I wish we got attacked so that we could kind of play around with that mechanic? Yeah, I take that back. Alrighty then. So what do we need? So we need batteries. And we need to pick another research. So let's do the modules. These modules you can place on the blue and yellow assembler machines and make them go faster. So you can, a speed module makes it go faster, productivity module pushes the machine, enables making more products from the same amount of ingredients, and this is efficiency, it consumes less power. So these two, the speed module and the productivity module, are going to be important. Productivity module I'll probably put on like batteries because we have very low amounts of resources and need a lot of them. And then the speed module on the research packs because we have a lot of resources and we need a lot of them. Alright, so we need to make batteries. To make batteries, we need iron plates, copper plates, and sulfuric acid. To make sulfuric acid, we need our chemical plant here. Can't remember exactly what the recipe is. Sulfur is petroleum gas, so again, another resource that we need petroleum gas for, and water. So what I'm going to do is put our petroleum gas takeoff right there. So again, it's important that you leave some space here so that you can do that. And then we're going to do sulfur here and find the nearest body of water, which is this guy. We need a offshore pump. Put him right there. And then we need a lot more pipes. So we'll just max out on pipes. And it's still not going to be enough. So, is there a closer body of water? Not really. Actually, what I want to do is put in an underground pipe here. Let's see. Our underground pipe. And then stretch it. How far can it go? That can go pretty darn far. So let's do an underground. We need. Let's turn this. So we'll do it like that. Then when we make sulfur, it'll tell us that we have to put the petroleum in here and then the water in here. And then we can kind of go like that. Then I'll make this as far as I can over here. So then we can walk through here and we don't get stopped by the pipe. And then we'll just come down here. And there we go. So we have sulfur being created. And now we need to create batteries. What are batteries created in? Batteries are also created in the chemical plant. So we need iron for that. So we'll head over here to our secondary iron mine and fill up on the iron goodness. Perfect. Man, we have too much iron. Uh-oh. What? What are you guys doing? Man, these guys are relentless. Alright, well, I guess we'll make some more crates. Man, I have never been attacked this much. This is a lot of hives in our area. I think we need to build a defensive wall. That might be a good idea. We could cut off this area, put turrets behind it, and just kind of channel them into areas where we have turrets placed. Alright, we'll do half there. And what else do we need? So we could let's do turret upgrade, since we're being attacked a ridiculous amount. Alright, so now we need to create one more chemical plant. So that we can turn this sulfur into batteries. Once our ammo is done, of course. So, as you can see, gonna take a lot of room. Make sure that you have some space for it. Make sure you get these in place, otherwise you are pretty much SOL on petroleum production until you get your plastic gaming on point. Alright. So we can probably just I'll put it up one. Again, just so that we have this takeoff if we need it. And we're going to create batteries out of it. Oh no, we need to create sulfuric acid first, which is iron plates and sulfur. So, oh boy. So then we need another chemical plant. And let's just put one of these here. We won't need a ton of it, so it'll be fine. And then we'll just do one of those real quick and dirty. Oh no, we can't do that. We need plates, don't we? So then we'll put in a furnace here. We'll put in a splitter. Yeah, looks like they're not destroying it, which is good. Put in a splitter right there. Actually, I'm going to move this up a little bit, I think. Let's see, where's our splitter? There's our splitter. And then we'll do one of those. Move that. Need more inserters. And there we go. So that is sulfur, iron plates. Ooh, wait, no. Sulfur is a solid material, so we don't need pipe there. We need inserter. There we go. So it's taking sulfur, iron plates, and then we need to split off our water supply. And then the water supply can go in either one of those, but then we need to create more pipes. Yeah, I'm just going to cancel that. And then we can go up here and bam. Oh, out of ammo. Ooh, that is not good. Okay, we definitely need to get our laser turrets in place. That's for sure. What do we need for laser turrets? We need... there it is. So we need laser. Which is... Okay, so that'll be next after our turret gun upgrade. Because we need to do something better than these guns. Having to refill the ammo on them all the time is just dangerous. Alright, so we have sulfuric acid. And we need... we are just playing out of space. Alright, we'll put it up there. So sulfuric acid and batteries. So we need iron plates and copper plates. So we have a source of copper down here, which is good. Actually, can we just bring it down from up here? I think that'd be easier. As this is going to be easier to defend. Oh boy, so... more pipes. We'll put an underground to there. And then there. And then we need power. If we could only get through. Is this actually producing? It is. Interesting. I don't know why the sulfuric acid isn't flowing in. I think it might only flow in once you get the other materials. So then we'll need to drag over a couple more resources to get the batteries. But unfortunately, that is going to be time for today. So I think we got a lot done. We definitely put in and crafted a crap ton of buildings. That is for sure. Got a lot of our infrastructure upgraded too, which is great. So we have unlimited production of iron plates, which we sorely needed. Got some turrets up. We need to work on better turrets next time as well. But we can definitely do that at a later date. So, yeah. Holy cow, look at that hive. That is a big old hive that we got going on out there. No wonder they're just crushing us. Holy smokes. Alright, well, I think we may need to figure out what we can do about that. Because they're not going to stop coming at us. But, all for future episodes. So, as always, thanks for coming out, everybody, and see you next time.